Welcome to the podcast of idiots. I am your host, Force, with the least to offer. Joining me is Travis,
Potato.
also Mr. Dempsey,
Hello.
Ninja Hobo Girl,
What's up?
and the JV Gamer.
Hello.
Okay, let's get into, Call of Duty. Start with the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. So, the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare isn't a sequel, but a reboot of its original Modern Warfare. Who would have thunk that, right? Modern Warfare is a series with this reset of Modern Warfare story online. Bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit. The online garbage. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Who cares?
Probably should have watched the trailer.
You should have watched the trailer.
Oh dear.
Let's see. Infinity War hopes to create and renovate a realistic world within its fucking playstyle. Ripped from the headlines, with also bringing back familiar characters from past games.
Like Captain Price.
Yep. Captain John Price. Unlike Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare will have single-player campaign that can also be co-opted.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Let's see. PS4 pre-order beta will be on September 12th through the 13th. PS4 open beta will be the 14th through the 16th of September. PC, Xbox One pre-order betas will be on September 19th through the 20th. Also, PS4 open beta. And September 21st through the 23rd, PC, Xbox One, PS4 open beta. The second beta weekend will also include cross-play testing through PC players and console players, if anybody wants to try that out.
I'm trying to remember which one is it based off of? The Modern Warfare, the first one?
Yes, the original Modern Warfare.
I'm trying to remember it. It's been so long.
Let's see.
What maps were on that one?
That one I couldn't tell you. I don't remember the original maps. They have all new maps.
Yep.
It's just they're basing it off of that one.
Yeah. Okay, so the original had like Overgrown, Strike, Shipment, Pipeline, Crossfire, Ambush.
These are all words.
Don't think I played that first one.
They're all maps too.
Oh god.
Very good maps too.
I think I played the second one.
So.
Do you remember the name of the character that you played with?
Nope.
Soap McTavish.
Nice. That was a good character.
That's what they call me.
Yep.
And
Especially the first name, I loved it.
So the cross-playing with PC players is going to be input matchmaking similar to that lovely game, fucking Fortnite, which will match players together based on whether they're playing on console or mouse and keyboard on console or just controller.
So wait, they controller and mouse, PS4 and PC can play together?
Yes, cross-play.
Oh no.
But if you're on controller, you will not be matched with PC players. If you're on console with mouse and keyboard, you'll be matched with PC players. Or if you're in a game or a group fucking thing, and someone in that group is the leader that has a mouse and keyboard that you're, grouped up with, whether he's on PC or on console with it, you will also be matched up against PC players. So,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, let's talk about that before we get into the next part of it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna move on because I read something, but go on.
don't play with people with mouse and keyboard if you don't have a mouse and keyboard.
Well,
It's great.
What are you guys gonna be buying it on? Because I mean, I like to play all my CODs on the PS4. I actually had a Call of Duty for the Wii.
Yeah?
Black
What?
Ops,
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
Yeah.
I did. I did.
I didn't even
It
know
was-
that was available.
It was
It
very
was.
interesting to play that.
Good
Yep.
times. I actually was pretty good at it, surprisingly. Those were the days.
Well,
I would only be able to get it on PC because I have nothing else.
yeah, we're gonna
except
get it
the
on
Switch.
PC.
I know, but I love the PS4 and playing COD. It just makes me have memories. More than I don't know if I could function very well with a keyboard.
Okay,
I
then
guess I can play
put
Ayana.
put a controller on your computer. It's very simple.
It's just not the same, though.
Ow!
It's the exact same.
Better.
It's the exact same, but with more frames.
I like my less frames.
Okay, we can cap
That
you at
was a
60
lot.
fucking frames. Don't worry about it.
You could probably cap it at 30 if you wanted. I'd probably let you do that.
I want to see Dipsy's world. of
You want
gaming.
this to look terrible?
What?
You can do it, Hobo.
Can I read something I just read about the new game?
About the new
Maybe.
Call
Or-
of Duty?
Yeah.
Is it about what we just discussed?
No.
Okay, well
It's
let
about
me
weapons.
let me get through everything, and then
Okay.
we can discuss everything. But anybody have a good thoughts on crossplay?
I really
Play on
don't
my
care.
phone.
Okay, so no one really cares about that. That's wonderful.
Nope.
Okay,
I mean,
so
if it was like,
You can play Fortnite on your phone.
Stop.
oh, shh. If it was like controller and keyboard players would get matched up randomly, it wouldn't care, and then it gave controller players like stupid aimbot or something to try and keep it up, then I would care. But if it's not going to do that,
no, the only thing
Doesn't
that's going to
matter.
do if you're on console and you're playing with a controller is your weapon has no recoil. That's the only thing that's giving you. You're not getting aim assist, you're not getting fucking insta headlocks or anything like that. You just get no recoil on your weapon
I don't.
if
yeah,
you're
that's
playing
fine.
against PC players. But if you're on PS4 and you go against people on Xbox, you still have the same fucking setup as if you were just going against normal console people.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because I could still turn on people and hit them in the head before they can even look
Exactly.
at my head.
Right?
So.
No matter how fucking high you set your setting on fucking console, you can't spin around quick enough.
You can't just. Your target acquisition is always going to be slower.
So, gunsmithing.
Mm-hmm.
The new
Oh.
gunsmithing will let you kit out your weapons based on your playstyle. That is interesting. So the new weapon customization options gunsmithing will allow you to customize your primary and secondary weapons with the precise type and style of firepower you require for any type of multiplayer game modes. What's most important to know about gunsmithing is that you are forced to choose what upgrades you most value. You'll only be able to upgrade 5
Mm.
items to each gun. So, you can only put 5 upgrades on your gun.
Can I put 5 scopes on my gun?
I'm probably going to say no.
I'm guessing that the most you could do would be like maybe a flip up sight with a red dot or something like that. You know, those flip up zoom sights.
Yeah, maybe like a 4
Or maybe
times.
a scope with a canted,
Yeah, like a 4 times in a canted red dot or some shit.
something like that. Sounds fine. Sounds cool.
I
I don't know if it'll be as good as I'm imagining it.
Well, you have endless possibilities, supposedly. Like, every gun you'll be able to put rapid fire on. Every gun you'll be able to put fucking extended mags on.
So I can increase the fire rate of anything, basically.
Supposedly.
Or
Supposedly.
Semi-auto just reduces the amount of time between shots, I guess.
Maybe. Because it says you
I
can
was-
do it on
some
primary and
CODs
secondaries.
I know in the past, some CODs you could just, like, everything that was semi-auto would fire as fast as you could pull the trigger. I don't know if that's been true for recent CODs. I haven't played in years.
There's
Mm,
different attachments for every weapon still. Like some of them won't have the rapid fire option, but every weapon has between 20 and 60 different attachments put on it.
Yeah.
in this one.
Oh dear.
How
Yeah.
many of them are just different variants of basically the same site? That's like or
That
maybe,
pretty
like,
much what
different
it is.
That's yeah.
grips.
Yeah,
Like
that's all
5
it
different
is.
red dots that might do, like all of them do something.
This one
different.
has a smiley face as the fucking.
Not that
guy.
stupid stuff. I hated that. That stuff's useless.
Yeah. Having stupid fucking attachments on your gun that they force you to put on there, or you can only pick like 3 things and only really
It's
one of them
basically-
helps
It's
you.
not going to be like the level of, say, like Tarkov customization, where they can
Pretty
do like
much.
whatever the fuck they want, but it'll be better than the past.
Yeah. It's
Somewhere in between.
It's pretty much, if it's actually a real thing, they're going to have it for the gun and you can decide if you like it or not. Compared to them just putting like extended mags, fucking long barrel, full metal jacket, or high
want
penetrating
explosive
rounds,
rounds.
anything like that, and then you have to need to
Incendiary
figure them out.
rounds.
But I love the amount of customization you can do. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Very interesting.
How many can we normally do?
2.
Generally in the past, yeah.
It's 2, and then you can like use points in order to put on like 2 more.
Yeah, you
But
can.
Which is why I like how
Yeah.
they're doing it now.
You
You don't
start
have to
with-
worry about points. Yeah, you start out with 5.
Yeah. Instead of having to go, if I want to put 4 attachments on my gun, I have to not have fucking scavenger or cold-blooded or anything
Yeah,
like
you
that.
have to sacrifice something.
Now it's
That's
you
nice.
have a gun, you
Well,
want
they-
5 attachments, put them on there.
Will they
Yep.
have like scavenger and stuff? You think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
every
normally do?
every Call of
Yeah.
Duty has fucking scavenger, cold-blooded, dead silence.
Yeah, they're gonna have all that still. So I love it.
You know what would make the game even better though?
Hmm.
If they had a Galil.
They
I love
might.
my
It might.
Galil.
It probably
I miss
will be
it.
back in that.
I hope so.
'Cause that's, I think, Modern Warfare is when the Galil fucking started.
I love that gun.
We're gonna
I mean,
hear
I haven't
Hobo say
seen
that
it.
word a lot.
Galil.
Yeah.
Galil.
And
Like
she'll-
that,
yeah,
though.
that's exactly how she'll be saying it.
Yeah.
Get ready for that.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna be
God.
interesting.
God.
It's gonna be a lot of testing to see what attachments you like. And they even said you could technically make your gun worse from the base depending on what you put on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do to
That's
all
gonna
my
be
guns.
Just make them garbage.
The bullet's just gonna fall out of the barrel. It's not even gonna go. That's my
Yeah, you
aim.
guys will be like yelling at me like you do in Siege, like, why are you using this? Why are you doing that? You're making it worse.
No.
The only way that we'd
Never.
be able to tell what you're using on your gun, Hobo, is if we picked up your gun after you died,
I die a
or
lot.
or if you got the final. They don't even do final kill anymore. If you got the best kill streak during the game.
That doesn't
We're not
happen
like
very often.
spectating like a mode like search and destroy. We all died and Hobo was last alive.
Yeah, and search and destroy. You can spectate your teammates.
Yeah. So then we could watch her and yell at her.
Yeah,
Because she'll be last alive somehow.
Yeah.
Every time.
we'll all be dead, and she'll just be wandering around the map looking at stuff.
She won't even be paying attention.
You're like, look at this.
She's hunting for Easter eggs.
The enemy team's just like, the fuck's their other person?
And
She's
there's
in
not
their spawn.
just hanging out. My spawn.
And she'll somehow get back across the ninja to fuse the bomb. And after she defuses, she'll kill all 4 of them by spraying and spinning in a circle.
Before the bomb.
Sounds about right.
stops.
The last guy,
Mhm.
she'll run up and fucking dolphin dive on him.
That'd be great if that did damage.
Just shoot a knife.
Like
across
knocked
the
off their aim too.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Pro strats there.
And there's no
Er-
zombies in this, right? Not because that's always Black Ops.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But-
You never know.
Next part.
The next part is the 2v2 mode called Gunfight.
Woo!
A all-new multiplayer mode called Gunfight pits 2 teams of 2 with random loadouts against one another on very small maps. So small that you're expected to kill the other team and within 40 seconds.
I will live longer.
Oh dear.
But it's just
Or-
gonna be Nuketown over and over again.
Or
Smaller.
the rules change to force your hand. Which I don't know what they mean by the rules will be changing to force your hand. Because
Like if you don't
They're stabbing you in the
move,
back
you'll
until you
die.
move.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Bombs just start dropping from the sky behind you.
From what I've seen of the 2v2 fucking gunfight mode, it's actually pretty cool.
I love it.
But I don't see how in 40 seconds you're going to be killing the other team. I was watching the pros play it, and they weren't killing each other in 40 seconds. Once or twice they done it, but not every match.
Honestly,
Sounds
sounds
kinda
like
difficult.
something that might need to be rebalanced in the future, but
Yeah.
Probably.
we're just gonna have to dive in and see.
Okay. Anybody else have anything on that?
Not really.
Yeah, sounds like it'd be fun to do in like private matches. I don't know if that'd be an
Yeah.
option.
Exactly.
Maybe.
I'm just
Unless
a
you're on
huge fan of it.
Dempsey's team and he shoots you.
Okay.
I think friendly fire is
Like he always does in Rainbow Six.
Friendly.
Hold on.
There's friendly fire in COD.
Oh, there will be with Dempsey.
What?
You have to be in hardcore mode, but yeah, there's friendly fire.
Well, yeah, but who the fuck plays hardcore mode?
I used to all the time.
I don't. I'm not hardcore.
Friendly fire
I'm
means you're
softcore.
warned for Dempsey.
So,
Hardcore.
like Hobo said,
Hardcore.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I can't not speak, will not have a zombies mode.
Oh.
They were going to do it, but then they decided to change gears
Well, that was dumb.
to do the 2v2
zombies.
mode.
Zombies are way better than 2v2.
I'd rather have the 2v2. Especially
Zombies
if
is
they kept
fucking so
going.
stupid.
The way they were with zombies was so convoluted.
Yeah, go in this room, shoot this thing, stand there for 5 minutes, run around.
The shit was
Dance
more
around in
complicated
front of the
than a
sky.
Destiny raid.
Yeah, the zombies got fucking stupid after a while. They're going to be bringing back kill streak rewards in Modern Warfare.
Oh fuck yes.
And
What do
they
you
will
get?
only make you more fearsome. The
Bring back
rewards,
Nukes, Daddy.
I'm gonna be fierce.
the reward killing sprees that will that we know of so far are going to be care packages with Juggernaut assault gear that will drop, a manned assault tank with a 50 cal machine gun, an aircraft that sprays the battlefield with fire and blinding flash fucking grenades to blind and burn enemies to their death.
That's how I want to go.
Yep.
So those are the only ones that they know.
As of yesterday, yeah, that was the only ones that they've known so far that was leaked.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut
That's insane.
assault gear.
Love it.
Somebody's
What-
gonna get
what
that,
is
put
that?
that shit on, and you aren't gonna be able to kill them, even with that fucking tank with a 50 cal on it.
So is it just
Oh,
like
boy.
more
It's like
shield?
Juggernauts.
Juggernaut is the strongest armor that was ever in Call of Duty.
Okay.
You could not kill anybody
Those
that had that
big-ass
on.
padded dudes.
Okay.
Think about Black Ops 4 when they bring in the strike team, how it takes like 4 fucking
Yeah.
mags to just kill one of them.
Yeah.
Think about triple that. That's a Juggernaut armor.
I'm gonna lure them in a trap and run away.
Good
You're gonna
luck
have
with
to
that.
team
It
shoot
might
'em.
work, but
Good luck.
The only way to
Down.
take them down is to team shoot. Or grenades, rockets.
I hope they have
Whatever.
some really good maps in this one.
The maps look good.
So far, some of the maps I've seen looked really great. The fucking 20v20 that they're trying to do, which they have nothing really leaked on that other than they're trying to do it, that looks fucking fun.
So that's just 20 people versus 20 people.
Yes, but it's going to
Sounds
be
like a lot.
it's going to be capture the flag and domination.
That's cool. I hope it's a giant map.
sounds
though.
cool.
Yes, it's
It
huge.
Just all of you on the
Oh, all
Nuketown
of
map.
them on Nuketown.
Ew, no,
Just
that's
char-
awful.
Just charging across.
Constant.
Fucking-
Firing line.
The game would break just because of the kill feed alone.
Fucking instantly start and fucking 19 people are dead.
Yeah.
Just grenades
dead,
thrown
you're dead,
over
you're dead.
explosives.
One-
You're dead.
One grenade, 19 kills.
You're just gonna see a rain of 20 grenades come at you.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
One grenade, 19
So it
kills.
sounds
That's
like
a lot
it's
of lag.
Battlefield-esque, though.
Yeah, they're trying to get it up to 50 versus 50
Oh,
to
Oh,
match Battlefield.
that stresses me out.
But they're working currently on 20v20 so they can get their servers to handle that. And then they said that they would probably push up to 50 versus 50.
well,
The only other
Okay.
thing that I have for Call of Duty is the leaked game modes that they know so far. So far, there's going to be Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, Capture the Flag, Domination, Infected, Gunfight, which is the 2v2, Cyber Attack, which they're saying the Cyber Attack's probably going to be their Battle Royale version, which will also be free to play. I don't know how that's going to work. Killed Confirmed, Headquarters, Ground War, Team Deathmatch, Gun Game, Musical
Yes!
Chairs, and
I love
War.
musical chairs.
Yep.
I love gun game. It makes me happy.
You're gonna literally play musical chairs, Hobo.
I was hoping I was.
oh god.
That's my chair.
You're not in a chair, you get shot. Just like real life.
Just grenade them. What is musical chairs?
Hmm?
Yes. They plan on releasing the Battle Royale next year as its own.
Yeah, they're either calling it Cyber Attack or Ground War. I can't remember which one they said that they were going to be calling it.
Ground War is like one of the 20v20 modes, I think.
Well, I don't know. Like I
I
said,
don't
Yeah, I
think
believe
that-
so too.
when I looked it up, it was either Cyber Attack or Ground War. I want to say it was Cyber Attack that they were calling it, but I don't even. Why are they bringing fucking a Battle Royale in it? Who plays
Yeah,
Battle
I mean,
Royales
yes.
anymore?
A lot.
Kids.
I like Alcatraz.
We're in the minority. Well, except Hobo
Yeah.
because she
The-
still plays Battle Royale.
The Battle
I like
Royale.
Alcatraz.
Ugh. The Battle Royale for fucking PC on Black Ops 4 has died so bad that it takes fucking like 30 minutes to get into a match solo.
On what game?
Yep.
If you try to get into a match with a team, it's impossible. Nobody's fucking playing teams. So why? Nobody's playing your fucking Battle Royales. Why bring it into the next one? Work on the fucking 20v20 stuff.
If anything, I'm just happy that it's not their main priority.
Me-
They specifically said that
Yeah,
they wanted to work on the main game first, Battle Royale later.
Yeah, an actual
What Black
story
Ops 4
mode.
didn't do.
Actual story mode again.
Oh, it looks good. I think the story.
Oh, is there a story mode again? Did I miss
Yeah,
that?
and they
Yes.
said it's gonna be one of the most like violent and gruesome ones, which I like.
Yep. And it's
Well,
co-op up to 4 people?
That's what we're doing.
It's either one and 2 or 1 and 4. I don't remember what they said. I'm hoping
Better
it's
be
up to
more
4.
gruesome than World at War, where you could blow people in half with that giant ass sniper.
No Russian.
Oh,
Oh, I believe it's going to be fucking... If they're saying it's going to be the most gruesome one, I believe it's going to be fucking just... People are going to be getting the game, their kids are going to play it, and they're going to be taking it back to their local GameStop going, why did you sell me this?
No
Well,
one
they've
goes to
already
GameStop. Don't make up shit. That place
They've
doesn't
already,
exist anymore.
shown that in the campaign, there's gonna be things like kids dead at a playground and stuff, and you like
Ooh.
crawling through.
Is that what
them.
you
But,
like,
yeah, just
MC?
Oh, yeah.
also white phosphorus is in there, which does really bad things to the human body.
Yes.
So that's gonna be interesting to see.
Fucking make your
You know what
body
else does
melt
bad
from the
things to
inside
the
out.
human body?
Taco Bell.
I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna
Fast
say
food.
Dempsey, but whatever.
Oh,
shit.
The only thing that I really don't like about it is the fucking kill streak rewards again. Granted,
Yeah.
if you're on a kill streak and you get rewarded for it, that's wonderful.
I
But
don't get very many.
you know you're gonna have people that aren't gonna be good at the game yelling and
Me.
screaming that they're being destroyed by people with fucking kill streaks because they're not good at it. And I have no
But-
issue with the kill streak rewards. I have the issue with the fucking people that whine and cry about it.
I love kill streak rewards. Back in Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2, I used to get nukes all the time and just ruin
And
people.
doggies. I hope they have dogs.
Because score streaks let you get stuff kind of too easily, even if you don't really deserve it. Because you get points for everything you do, pretty much.
Yeah,
Which I don't like.
you hold a fucking point in domination. 600 points. Call in your UAV. What the fuck did he do?
Which, I mean, if you held a point, I guess you did something, but you should
Really?
probably get less points.
Standing on a point's not hard. Like,
Really? You fucking spawn. You're
no,
at a
no,
point.
No, that's why I'm saying I prefer kill streak.
Yes,
Just-
kill streaks are the best
Kill
way
streaks
of
are way
doing it.
better.
But it's all the people that can't get kill streaks that all they play is team deathmatch. They get a kill and they die fucking 15 times and then they're whining and crying and bitching about it. That's what killed kill streaks.
Eh.
The simple fact that they're bringing it back is wonderful. But you know this COD's going to get so much fucking hate for it from the newer generation of COD players that don't know what the fuck they're doing. That sit in corners with a shotgun.
Get good. What are you talking? If you're sitting in corners with a, honestly, you're probably gonna be the one getting kill streaks. Fuck shotguns in corners.
Yep.
Fucking sit in corners with a shotgun. You're a piece of
Which
shit.
is one issue I'm kind of seeing with the maps, honestly. Like, as nice as they look, there's a lot of dark places to hide, and so many corners and vertical
corner
and all that.
campers are back, baby.
Which, I don't know.
Fuck
the maps
the
look
corner
good,
campers.
but there's a lot to it.
So you can't just rush around.
They did say they kind of want to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, the last two CODs got way too fast for their liking. Which is understandable. COD's not meant to be a fast-paced game.
Yeah, we need to start
True.
playing this like Siege.
No, that's too
Clearly.
slow. That's too slow.
Nah, you just gotta peek corners slowly.
Hobo's gonna set up a shield and stay in one room.
You know what?
Yeah,
If it was
Dempsey
fucking...
shotgunning from the corner.
If it was played like Siege and it was 6v6 and once you were dead, you were done until the next round, I'm good with that. But respawning 6v6, playing it like Siege, no. No.
There's a reason you don't play that like Siege.
That was all I had for Call of Duty.
When does it come out?
October.
25th of October.
What he said.
Yeah, the 24th or the 25th of October. You could pre-order it right now on battle.net.fuckface.
Are they staying with them?
Yes, they have.
Like it.
They have a deal with them. That this COD and I believe the next COD will be on Battle.net.
Rip.
No,
And then-
those are rib, but
Maybe then they'll go to Steam or fucking Epic.
Well, as long as they're Activision Blizzard, they're gonna stay on. Unless for some reason Activision splits from Blizzard, they're not leaving that.
yeah.
Or unless they just expand to the other.
That's got me concerned about their servers, but whatever.
Yes, the Call of Duty servers don't really have an issue. That's the thing. Like I don't know what servers they use fucking just for Call of Duty, but they never have issues.
So they give them their primo servers.
Basically. It's the highest fucking paid for game that they have on their on Battle.net, so yeah.
Whatever. I would only basically play that game on Battle.net anyway. So it's fine.
No. Don't rip Destiny. Destiny's going to fucking Steam.
Steam.
The best fucking-
Destiny on Battle.net.
No, rip Battle.net
Rip
for
Battle.net.
losing Destiny. You fucked up big time and lost a big game.
The game that's going to get even bigger.
Which is a perfect little segue into Destiny.
I
Okay.
know nothing.
That's fine. October 1st, Destiny's moving over to Steam for PC. It's also getting the new Light, which is like a free version. Which honestly, I don't know what is included in that to be Frank because I don't care because I'm not going to need to get it. But it's a free version, so people can try it.
I think it's every DLC except up to Forsaken.
So they're
So-
getting Forsaken, they're not getting Shadowkeep though.
I
Is what
think
you're
that
saying?
what they said is that you can go to the Tangled Shores, but you can't do the campaign there. That's as far as you can get.
Okay, so no Forsaken campaign. You're getting
Yeah,
Curse of Osiris and the Mars,
yeah.
which neither were great, but whatever. Ignoring that, because nobody plays Destiny for the campaigns.
I do.
Okay, well you're
I like
stupid.
story. Leave me alone.
0.01% of players play it for the fucking campaign.
Yay!
Anyway, so one of the first most important things about that is everybody and everything in Destiny is going to be leveled up to 750, which is the max powered now. Whenever Shadowkeep arrives, so any weapons you have in your vault that aren't 750, leave them alone. It'll come up anyway. And that means new light players will be able to play with the experienced players instead of having to grind 750 power levels.
Oh, their gear is automatically going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is good to me. I don't care. I don't feel like I'm being robbed because I grinded to 750.
No.
Doesn't matter. And now moving on to how power is going to work, powerful rewards and Shadowkeep. Instead of powerful rewards adjusting based on your power level, like if you're 740, you get a powerful reward at 743, whatever. And the closer you get to max level, you keep getting smaller and smaller increments up to the max level. And it's that kind of annoying curve.
Yes.
They're going to have a specific power level assigned to them based on the activity instead of based on your power level relative to the cap. Prime Ingrams will only begin to drop when you hit power level of 900, but you can accumulate charges for them as you go from 750 to 900. The number of Prime Ingrams per week has been increased, and the value of each of them has been rebalanced to account for the increase in volume, which to me means they're going to be smaller increments of power.
Eh,
Whatever.
so be it.
Random world drops are going to be adjusted. So right now, random world drops always drop below your power level by some amount.
Yeah.
But now, if your power level overall, combined power level is 800, but you have level 795 gloves, you could get 800 power gloves.
Thank God.
So it's like a small way to get past like the soft power caps. Oh. The artifact that they didn't talk much about in Armor 2.0 can be leveled up, and as it levels up, it will increase your power level, but the gear drops you get won't be based on the power level, like from the added power from the artifact. So let's say you get plus 10 power from the artifact, but all your gear's at 800, you'll still be getting stuff around 800.
Did they really say anything like what the artifact is? I mean, is it
Not
just
in the
another
stream.
accessory or?
Not in the stream, but in Luke Smith's thing, he talked a little bit about it. It's so you level it up, it unlocks different perks, and some of them can be like seasonal mods that they're testing out, or they can be powerful mods like enhanced mods that you unlock from that. But they'll of course reset when the season ends.
Gotcha. Alright.
Also, the power level from the artifact as you level it up will be applied across your entire account and will reset as the season resets. the only way to get gear over power level 950 will be from Pinnacle rewards, from Pinnacle quest things like raids, Iron Banner, and one more thing that was redacted, but most people think it's probably Trials of Osiris. We'll talk more about that later. And from the third portion of his thing, actually, let's just any thoughts on that? That was basically a summary of his second release, talking about power and Shadowkeep.
Honestly, I'm liking everything that they're saying. Even if it is kind of reducing how easy it is to get certain things or nerfing any abilities, I think it's all fair. And I like the direction they're going.
I like all of it, but as developers have done, they say things and then they don't actually fucking follow through with them. Hopefully they actually will.
I think they've already implemented everything in their test phase as far as this goes. So, some things might have to be adjusted, but that is how it's going to be at the beginning.
Plus, I feel like when you're a studio that's separated from, a powerful one like Activision, that's only looking for their own needs instead of the community, then yeah, sometimes they'll say things and don't actually do it, but it might not necessarily be their fault. Now that they're on their own, they can do whatever they want and listen to the community. So
yeah,
I have
Yeah.
trust in them for the most part.
yeah, I think they'll at least try to make things correct.
Yeah, if
Unlike with
anything,
Activision, they couldn't do everything they wanted to do.
exactly. At this point, really, all they're restricted by now is budget, since they're on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're restricted by budget.
I mean, comparatively, yeah. They're not going to be able to push out as much as they did. He talked about this in his first portion, which I kind of skipped over, mostly just because it was mostly recap, but talking about the annual pass and what Season of the Forge, Drifter, and Opulence brought in 3 different new activities that each had their own reward systems. All of that within a year, and it was just too much for the team and cost-wise to be able to put out that much content continuously. They're going to be doing a lot less of that kind of content.
Which I think is okay.
That's fine. But yeah, I like it. I kind of like that you can't get stuff over power level 950 from anything but Pinnacle rewards. They're trying to make it a little bit prestigious to get higher power levels instead of just like, thank you. Instead of just like everybody after, a couple months is max power. Now it's like you got to do raids, you got to do Iron Banner and do well and whatnot.
As long as it's plausible stuff, okay with me.
So the max power is going to be 950?
No, that's the max power you can get without doing Pinnacle rewards.
Okay.
Pinnacle rewards will take it higher. They didn't state what the max power is. Most people are thinking 1,000. We don't
Interesting.
actually know. That's all speculation.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yep. So the third portion of his director's cut, as they called it, was talking about combat, PvP, all that kind of stuff. So one of the first things they touched on was the damage output on your HUD is going to be scaled down because people are hitting things like 999,999 damage with one hit from things. So the percentage that you're doing damage-wise to bosses isn't changing. They're just making it smaller numbers.
Yeah.
And also the immunity wall, basically, like how far below an activity's power level you can be and still damage things, is being changed from being 50 below, you can start damaging things down to or up to 100 power level below. You can damage stuff. Not a big deal, but it's a thing. What's next? A bigger deal. Buffs, debuffs, and how they stack. So, say if you had Well of Radiance and the new Weapons of Light, the way the game currently is, their damage buffs would stack. They would multiply together and stack. Now, though, in Shadowkeep, only the highest percentage damage buff will be applied. So in that situation, that would be Weapons of Light at 33%.
But that was only player buffs, right? Like if it's a weapon buff, it's still applies to
If it's a buff that only affects a single weapon, like Kill Clip Rampage or some of the exotic perks, that increases your weapon's output, that can stack with whatever.
All right.
So, like, Well of Radiance would still heal you, but if you had Weapons of Light, you would only get that buff.
Yeah.
Debuffs like Melting Point, Retractor Cannon, and Shadow Shot have been adjusted. They didn't really say much on how they've been adjusted other than they're probably going to be shorter and probably be less of a debuff. So less power, less duration. They're trying to make the game harder to where you can't just melt things.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's most of that. Next, he talked about the super nerf.
Oh, what's this?
So roaming super's damage resistance is going to be lowered. The damage you can do with a super will be the same, but they're going to be harder to get because Orbs of Light are not going to fill the super meter as fast, and neither were kills or assists. That's for PvP and PvE.
All right.
Damn. I was
So
getting my
means...
Chaos Reach in like a minute period.
So yeah, so teams aren't going to be able to be like, one person gets a super, generates orbs, and then his next teammate's already got a super from that. He generates more orbs, his other teammate's got a super, he generates orbs, and it just keeps going and going.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. Those
And
are
the fact that the resistance is going to be lowered, he talked about it like it's going to be lowered to the point where you can actually contest them if you do it correctly, instead of it being like you gotta run.
You know, that sounds good, but specifically for us, it's going to suck because we already get killed right away. Even with the roaming supers, but whatever.
We're going to have to get better at that. That's
Yeah,
just
really
our own fault of not being...
Yeah.
Not popping them in the right place and time.
Yeah.
But... So that's mostly what he said about the super nerf. They're going to take longer to get. They're going to be easier to kill. Sounds good to me. I'm sure they'll readjust some of the things like the how long the stupid Striker Titan can last. Stuff like that probably be adjusted, but no specifics on it.
All right.
And then he addressed heavy ammo in PvP. So in certain 6v6 modes, the amount of ammo per brick is being reduced. Also, in certain 6v6 playlists, heavy ammo will be able to grab... So, one person grabs the heavy ammo. Your teammates have a limited time to grab heavy ammo as well. They said back in Destiny 1, it was like if anyone's nearby, they got heavy ammo as well.
Yeah.
But this time you actually have to interact to get it. Not really sure how I feel about that part, but... He didn't say anything specific about how often heavy ammo would be around, but he's talking like he wanted it to be more like Destiny 1, which supposedly was like once a match. Maybe twice.
Well, if it's like that, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I want it to be reduced instead of people doing it every 30 seconds.
I think it's going to be good that it's communal. I mean, more people have a chance to actually fight back, but at the same time, that might also just be a hectic minute in the match. I don't know.
Yeah, my main hope for it is that the fact that there's less of it
Yeah,
is really going to be helpful, and I'm hoping that it doesn't come around nearly as often. I'm hoping maybe 2 times a match.
that'd be great.
And then you talked about the playlist changes for PvP. So quick play and competitive are going away as far as like their nodes in the director.
Okay.
Quick play will basically be replaced by a thing called Classic Mix, which will have Control, Clash, and Supremacy. We know Control and Clash. Supremacies, basically you have to kill someone and pick up something off their body, but it's like a death match. Otherwise,
Okay.
So like,
Something like
kill
that.
confirm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
This is the exciting part that I like. Competitive is going to be replaced by 3v3 survival, and there will be a solo survival queue that also gives you glory. It's also competitive. So it's not 4v4 teams anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's not a mixed playlist of all kinds of random things. It's just survival. Which is the one where you have, like, your team has a certain amount of lives.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be a 6v6 control playlist that's just going to be 6v6 control, which we
Wonderful.
wanted.
Beautiful.
And there's going to be random 6v6 and 4v4 rotators every week. Not sure why they kept that one as a 4v4 when they changed everything else to 3v3. But whatever. And some of the underperforming maps have been removed. They did not specify which ones, but whatever. Hopefully, they're the maps we hated.
Hopefully
I
they
don't know.
make bigger maps. That'd be nice.
Moon map back in Destiny 1 was pretty good sized. I'm hoping they just kind of bring that back.
So the other PvP changes, they have 3v3 elimination returning with multiple variants, but these aren't finished variants yet. They're still coming in unfinished. The things that are unfinished is they don't have voiceovers or unique medals, but they have a bunch of different variants. I'm not going to get into what they are. But they're going to take feedback on the different variants and then hopefully move whatever the final solution is to a permanent PvP. He worded it saying that it'll eventually find a warmer home. And whenever he mentioned Trials of the Nine was going to be on like permanent hiatus, 9 was italicized, so people think that it's going to be Trials of Osiris because warmer is Mercury,
Yeah.
etc. And Widow's Court and Twilight Gap maps will be returning for that play mode. Which I've heard are some of the bigger maps. I don't know.
Twilight Gap, isn't it?
Matchmaking is changing for most things. Classic Mix is still going to be like quick play where it's just connection based matchmaking, not skill based. But everything else will be skill based. Even comp will be based on some kind of like combination of glory and skill. Not sure how it works. And glory is going to be earned or lost with an emphasis on your skill value, not just your wins and losses. And that was basically it.
I say good job, Destiny.
Yeah, seems like they're going in the right direction for the PvP stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is without even mentioning like we don't know what the sandbox changes are going to be as far as like how weapon damage changes within PvP. So will the meta still be hand cannons? Maybe, maybe not.
Well, I did hear about that buff to scouts, which I think is great. Actually, make them useful game
Yeah.
for PvP.
And hopefully some bigger maps to where they have a few more viable places, because
Yeah.
those tiny maps you can't use as scout even if they're buffed.
True.
But I'd definitely like to see something other than, pulses and hand cannons and shotguns just running rampant.
Yeah.
Let's just take shotguns out of the game, maybe. I don't know. But
I mean, back in the beginning of the game, they were power slot. So it wasn't a bit as big of a deal. But they were, fusion rifles were, all sniper rifles were, I think. Then they moved them to whatever slot, just special ammo.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's great in PvP or PvE to have those be more available than just heavy ammo, but PvP, it does definitely cause problems.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh, we'll see.
I would like to see them get rid of heavy and supers in the PvP.
I'd like to see at least a playlist with it, but I don't know that that'll happen. I'm hoping at least, like heavy is going to be very rare once or twice a match, and that with supers being harder to get and easier to kill, they're less of a factor. That's because, especially in comp, getting the first super is kind of like you decide the match. It's over once the team starts rolling a fucking super train.
Yeah.
I'm also excited about 3v3 comp instead.
Yeah, it seems interesting.
Makes it easier to just go from doing whatever to jump into it. You don't have to find a random fourth person, or you don't have to go from doing a raid with 6 people and be like, well, 4 of us are going to go play comp. The other 2, you can go fuck yourselves in a corner.
Yeah.
Makes
Continue
more
doing
sense.
raids by yourself. Getting nowhere.
Yeah. Just sit in the first part of the Leviathan raid for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's, I mean, other than Armor 2.0, which I don't, it's fine. I'm not going to go over Armor 2.0. We know what's going on with it. You can slot whatever perks you want. Once you get them, they're permanently unlocked. It looks pretty good. The concern is that certain things like snipers go with void, shotguns go with arc, and fusion goes with solar, so you can't combine
Yeah, I was kind of...
certain types of guns together is the main concern. But
I didn't know how I felt when they said that part.
I don't think it's a huge deal. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'll
it's
be
mostly we'll know when it comes out, but
It'd be a huge deal for like the first month, but then once everybody gets used to it being changed, it'll be perfectly fine. It'll probably
Plus,
actually work better.
There's also the generic perks that do the same things but for like a broader category, like reloaders for hand cannons and whatever else goes in that category. They just cost a little bit more than the specific one. So if you wanted to have like a sniper reloader and a hand cannon reloader, you need the general one and the sniper one. It'd be fine. Overall, I think it's a good change.
mm-hmm.
I think they're moving in a very good direction.
I agree.
And yeah. That's all for Destiny.
But on a less information on 2.0, Hobo
Mm,
and JV,
Yeah.
are you getting the game? Since it's
I mean,
free.
it's free.
Just
I'm
to
gonna
try
try it.
I don't get...
I have no clue what you guys have been talking about this whole time. You're naming
Yeah,
off
I
people.
know.
And
That's why I'm
guns,
just...
and
That's why I'm just...
I don't know. But yeah, I'll
That's
try
fine.
it since it's free.
You don't like it? That's completely fine. But I think you should give it a try.
And when is it going to be
I
free?
don't mind.
October 1st.
October 1st on Steam. Destiny 2 free to play.
Look for New Light.
I'll be on the lookout.
Whatever it's called. New Light,
Good.
yeah.
Good. God.
But will we really be able to play with each other then? Since you said that's
Yeah.
You just won't
or
have the
whatever?
2 newest DLCs. We could do everything from the older DLCs with you and PvP.
Hmm.
The first
Just to
thing
be
we're
allowed.
doing once you log on is Leviathan. You can handle it.
There's 750 green gear or whatever they give.
Sounds like something I can handle.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just an in-game thing. Don't worry about it.
It's just precision fucking movements and call outs that we have to do.
It's easier than fighting Gaul.
Be standing on fucking this platform and fucking constantly switching out with people that are losing health for the next person to come in, and
So
You know.
I'm gonna be good at it, is what you're saying.
well, it'll take
Yeah,
a
instantly.
few couple, like 2-3 runs, but we'll probably figure it out.
Honestly, I think that raid has the most confusing mechanics out of any of them.
From the videos I was watching on all the raids, everybody said that that was the most pain in the ass raid to do. If you guys can do that fucking raid, all raids after that are just fucking a walk in the park, basically.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was fun. Annoying, but fun.
Well, maybe one
Like,
day
Crown
we'll
of
figure it all
Sorrow
out.
looks overall very easy. Like, that looks like the easiest raid to me, to be honest. But, yeah. I don't know. Tuesday, you want to try and find a Leviathan raid?
God.
I don't know about that.
I am Leviathan.
Anything else anybody wants to bring up? Like money, Dempsey?
Wait, weren't we doing the video game thing?
We can end with that.
Oh.
Figured we'd end with that since Travis still hasn't even figured out anything like that. I don't even know if Hobo or JV even knew about any of this.
Oh.
Figured
I'm still not going to be thinking about it. I'm just going to wing it when we get there.
Figured just let them all have a little bit of time to figure out, their most favorite game and why, and their most hated game and why. So,
My favorite I already know, but my hated I'm still thinking.
okay, well, we'll
All
go
right.
to now,
Destiny
Dempsey.
2. I'm just kidding.
I hate JV the most.
I hate you the most, so there.
There we go. In the stream. Podcast.
All right. I don't have a ton on this, but I do
Well,
have.
Damn it.
I did pull up.
Unprepared.
I pulled up the New York Times on it, so I can help you out a little.
I mean, there's not. It's because it hasn't happened yet, so there's
Yeah.
not a lot to go off of. But
What are we talking?
just hold on.
Yeah, listen, Hobo.
Nah, it's just
Calm down, Hobo.
I can't.
it's just an interesting point that maybe in the near future or late, just sometime in the future, we might not have any cash money because
Cash money business.
exactly. Because in a lot of countries, it's becoming obsolete because everyone's just using cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Canada and US and Australia, Britain and Sweden is all over 90% of actual cash and coin transactions. But everywhere else is like under 80%.
Like
I use my
Norway.
card anyway.
Mexico
for
is
everything.
the least at 35% cash transaction. Everything's electronic.
It's.
Do you guys carry money in your pockets?
Yes.
Yes.
Small
Yeah, it's
amounts.
plastic. It's a debit card.
Yeah, I only use debit cards. Very rarely do I take out money, except for like rent or something like that.
Well, that's the thing. I just like using cash for
I
a
don't.
lot of things.
Yeah, same here.
So I don't
It's
really
inconvenient.
want it
It's
to go.
bulky.
I don't.
I
wanna
don't see any
touch-
point in having it.
I don't wanna touch
Well,
it
it depends on
anymore.
how much money you take with you.
And who the fuck knows what some weirdo's done with that dollar bill?
Mm-hmm.
Whose
Stop.
asshole has that dollar
No,
been next
stop.
to?
Yeah, but you also have
You
to
know
think.
your debit
Facts.
card's only been
I have
next
to
to your
burn
asshole.
my money.
You also have
Swipe
to
it through,
think
what?
though, there are certain things out there that you're gonna go and buy that you don't want coming back to you. Best
What are you
way
buying?
best way of buying things that you don't want coming back to you is with cash. There's no
I
fucking
don't
way of
think
having it
Very
come back
true.
to you.
that's happened. me.
What are you buying, Force?
Illegal things.
Well, you never know. Like, if you're fucking living with, like, we'll say in Travis's case, hopefully it won't happen, but in the future, Travis may have to live with his parents again for a few weeks, month, whatever it may be. If he was to buy sex toys or anything like that he doesn't want coming back to him or his parents finding out that he bought with, like
They're gonna hear it.
their bank card or something like that.
I don't use
It's-
their bank card.
It's
so.
easier for, to use cash. But even for like anybody that lives with their parents.
Teenagers
very
should be able to
explicit
buy
example.
whatever they want. So
Yeah, but
Yeah, they're dumb.
a lot of fucking parents nowadays fucking put their kids on their bank account or put a bank account in their kid's name with their name on it so they can keep track of what they buy and whatnot. And a lot of the time it's a lot easier just to pull cash out because once it's pulled out, there's no tracking it.
Unless they're like,
True.
why'd you pull out this cash?
What?
I mean, if it's your own car, if it's your own
Damn
car,
it, Dempsey.
whatever. But if it's your parents' card, they're gonna ask you why you've just pulled out $50. If you
Well, not if you got that cash from a different source.
What did you do with my
Well,
money?
no, if you pulled out $50 and you can tell them that you bought something that was fucking $50, but you bought it from somebody like on
I still think
Craigslist
if you're
or
living at
something like
home,
that.
there's a chance you're gonna get caught no matter what.
None of your business, Mom.
You have some.
Sounds
feelings
like
about
Dempsey
this?
has experience.
No.
Oh yeah, it's
Maybe.
all his anime pillows he buys.
Whoa,
why did I
hold on.
find this pocket pussy stuck to your bathtub wall?
All the anime DVDs.
Man,
Why
I'm
is there a
being
hole
called
cut
here.
out of your anime pillow?
Oh dear.
What have been sticking in there?
Why is there a hole in an
getting too
anime toy?
close to home. Let's move on.
Here's another one for you. A good reason to have cash on you. What if you're out somewhere and you see a yard sale and you decide to go into this yard sale?
They better have.
And you
that
find
thing hooked up
something
to
that
their
you
phone
really
where I can
like.
Swipe it.
People don't do that, hobo.
Some do.
If they own their own business, yeah. People that are gonna fucking do a yard sale aren't gonna go out and spend fucking $300 on getting
Yeah.
a fucking equipment for their
Maybe they're
phone and
serious
fucking
about this yard
application.
sale.
Yeah, for the
That is-
$20 to
that is my point.
$30 that they're gonna make
Yeah,
on this
that
yard
is
sale.
so contradictory.
How much
You
do
could
those
just use a
cost?
Cash App.
Yeah, Venmo. You can transfer money through your phone.
Do you understand that old people run yard sales? You're
They
gonna
ain't
tell
selling shit to me.
you're gonna tell them
Yeah, I don't wanna
phone,
buy
and they're
there.
gonna be like, "What?"
Yep.
I don't know. I personally just like having cash on me.
I
for
I love
whatever
having
reason.
cash.
I don't because I tend to like put it somewhere and then like lose it and then find it way later.
That is
and
your fault.
Yes. My biggest thing with having cash though is it's too easy for somebody to fucking steal your credit card information with a skimmer on a fucking gas pump or at a store. Fucking these new fucking whatever the fuck the RF fucking ID trackers or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
they are. It's too easy to steal your fucking credit card information and get your money. I have cash on me. If you think you can put your hand in my pocket and pull the cash out without me finding out about it, you a fucking
Or
ninja.
Stick my
They're
hand in
purposely
your
gonna steal
pocket
your
for no
pocket before
reason.
running.
I don't carry cash in my back pocket. It's in my front pocket.
Yeah, I would never put anything in my back pocket.
So my cash is always in my front pocket, and if you put your hand in my pocket and I don't fucking know about it, you're a goddamn ninja.
You
Can I-
deserve
Can I
it.
stick my hand in your pocket sometime?
Okay.
Anyways, but don't get me wrong, I love I love using my card. I just don't see any reason to get rid of cash.
Well, no.
But
I
It
go
I don't
is
see a
just
reason
kinda-
to purposely get rid of it, but it's
Yeah.
going to just go away.
but I'm saying it's just happening. It's gonna happen.
Maybe.
And plus everyone does so much online
They are going to
shopping
confuse
now.
a bunch of old people, though. This is true.
It's.
If they
It
got
might
it.
not happen until we're old people.
I don't
I'll
see
be
it.
confused.
I don't
wouldn't
see
be
it
confused.
happening.
The main thing is that we're at a point in time where you can literally never leave your house. I mean, if you chose to, you do not have to leave your house to get anything. Like
Mhm.
you can order food and pretty much any object, which
Depending
you
on
use
where
your
you
card
live.
for. Yeah,
Cool.
which is why it's only happening in certain
But
areas at
can't
the
you even
moment.
buy food through like Amazon and stuff now?
Yeah, you can, I think.
Yeah, you can.
So I mean, yeah,
Yeah, you can get your groceries fucking delivered to you.
you can get everything sent to you at this point. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think at some point, cash is
Hmm.
probably gonna go.
And so is going outside. No one will do it.
Yeah, disgusting.
Because fuck outside.
You know, the issue with not having cash, it's never going to go away for the simple fact of, one, just for the United States here, we are already one of the most obese countries in the world.
Second, yep.
If you get rid of cash, you're going to force people to shop online. Because a lot of people that go out will use cash. If you do that, we will become the most obese country in the world because nobody will have to get off their ass to do anything. The only
I mean,
people
they
that will
already
have
don't
to get
have
off,
to.
Yeah, so they already don't have.
Yeah,
they already
You
don't
can
have
just
to.
get a
Yes.
debit card.
Yes, but the people that do, if you get rid of the cash, you're now telling them, sit on your ass and do nothing.
I mean, I don't think that's exactly.
I don't
I don't.
completely disagree, but I kind of feel like the weight thing is a separate thing. Something's just wrong with our country. We have a lot of people that
all
like
the
cash.
services that deliver everything to you cost more. I don't do those things because I don't want to pay more. I'd rather just get up and get my stuff.
They charge you for so much with that shit. Service
It's
fee, delivery fee,
plus
convenience fee, tip.
Then they expect
like
tips.
doubles your price.
It's like an extra $20 for some KFC. What the fuck?
Then they expect
So
the
that's
tip.
why everybody still goes out unless they're really wealthy, and then
Yeah.
fuck it, let wealthy people get fat and die. It doesn't matter.
And here's another reason why we'll never get rid of cash. If you go to like gas stations and shit, I don't know if it's all throughout the U.S., but at least down here in Florida, you go to a gas station, you have a price up on the board that tells you how much gas is. When you get to the pump, there's a different price. If you have cash and you pay with cash, you get it cheaper.
That's not how it is here.
Nope.
Huh?
Not here.
Price is the same everywhere. Florida's just weird, and we've already accepted this.
Oh, Florida
And
likes Florida
Florida
doing
will-
stupid shit.
Florida's just gonna float off eventually, so it won't matter.
Yeah, we'll probably come part of like fucking Brazil or something. We'll just
Yeah.
float down to Brazil. We'll take Jamaica with
Good
us.
luck, Brazil.
Jamaica
Have fun
man.
with that.
we'll take Jamaica and fucking, Cuba and all that. We'll all just become part of Brazil.
Here's some alligators and crazy people. Have fun.
Here's the craziest part of the United States. Now the sane people are gonna leave.
Perfect.
Hmm.
Honestly, though, surprisingly, the U.S. is not as high on that list of countries that are kind of already converting to that as you would think. We're actually kind of, I wouldn't say low, but there's a lot that are above us on.
Yeah.
Like Norway, for example, 96% of their
that was-
payments are with debit cards.
But that was fucking a study done in 2017.
Still
Okay.
probably higher than us.
The Netherlands is at 94%. Sweden's 93, New Zealand's 92, Britain 92.
And it grows about 11% every 5 years, roughly.
Yep.
Then they're gonna
Well-
be at 100. They're gonna be at 103%.
These numbers don't add up.
Yep.
Bitcoin,
Sweden.
That's the future.
Sweden is 99%.
It's crazy.
Damn.
99% of adults in Sweden make digital payment transactions. Whether they use a debit, credit card, or mobile phone to make payments.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Now you can just use your phone. You don't even need a card on
Or
you.
your watch.
Your watch.
The
Whatever comes next.
The United States is at 92%, though. 67% of the people use debit and 57% use credit cards, while 32% use mobile phones.
It's basically like a debit card, but your phone.
Basically.
Mhm.
Oh, would it really be going away though? Technically, I mean, they can stop production or whatever, but it'd still be in circulation.
No,
Yeah.
Or will they just cut
wouldn't-
off? They
it
don't
wouldn't be
accept.
it wouldn't be in circulation anymore because like people that had the money, if they went and spent it at a grocery store, gas station, any type of store, when they deposit the money into the bank for them, then the government takes it out of the bank, turns it into fucking
So it's just
basically
kind of
basically
over time.
fucking garbage.
you
Yeah, over time, if they quit producing money, if they quit printing it, over time there would be no more paper money, no more coins, no more nothing. It would all
Except
just be
All
electronic.
those people that keep it as a souvenir,
Yes.
give it to Rick Harrison in the future.
You and your Rick
Back in
Harrison.
my day, we shoved this into strippers. Oh,
I can see 90 years in the future somebody's gonna be like, "What's this green piece of paper for?" Well, see,
Yeah.
back in
I
the
don't remember.
1900s and the
Thank
2000s, they used to take this paper, roll it up, and snort cocaine, and then shove it down a stripper's ass crack.
No one's actually ever going to say the actual use for it.
it's gonna be completely misconstrued in the
Oh
future.
god.
History is full.
Everyone's just gonna be like, everybody in the 90s and the early 2000s was like a drug addict, sex addict, freak of nature.
The history books are going to look great in a couple.
Sounds about right
Then
though.
they're gonna be like, then they had a celebrity become the president, and he was crazy, and they're just gonna be like, wow, that era must have sucked. Like, yeah, kind of.
But how's that era that they're in, that they're talking shit? Who's
Probably
running
shit.
things there? Because we fucked it
think-
up before them.
Probably.
I think the world's been fucked since the beginning, and it'll be fucked when it dies.
It was fucked when it was created, and it will be fucked until we all destroy it.
As
We're
soon as
born,
a
we
human
fuck the
appeared.
world, and we die.
Oh god.
And that's life.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's poetic.
Well, that's
Or
about what
something.
I got on that. I love poet. What?
Yeah.
I don't know what I.
I don't know
My
either.
English is breaking. Help!
Wow, Dempsey, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm losing my ability to speak.
Here's a
Yeah,
topic
yeah.
for you guys. Why do we celebrate birthdays?
I don't.
Okay, but the people that do, why do we celebrate them?
I don't know.
Because we were born to do.
But
I'm
you,
aware
you,
that
you were born on a day and a month at a year. It's not your
Mhm.
birthday anymore.
But it's like an
It's a new
anniversary.
year.
Wait. I'm aware that me, Forrest, and Travis don't really give two shits about our birthdays. JV and Hobo, you two celebrate your birthdays?
I mean,
Not every
yes,
year.
but because our family does.
Your
Like,
family?
I'm gonna be 20. Like, they're like, oh, let's do this for your birthday, or what do you want to do for your birthday?
What the? They don't control. You tell them if you want to do
Well,
something.
well,
They don't
they're
go.
like- no, they're like, do you want to do
We're
this? Or
fucking
is this
doing
something-
stuff.
You're having a
Happy
party
birthday,
with
Doesn't happen in my
me.
family.
I gave birth to you so many years ago. You're doing what I tell you.
So
Excuse
if I don't want to celebrate it, I'm not gonna celebrate it. Simple as that.
I'm gonna be 25 at the end of this month, and I'm not like super excited about that. So
Welcome to the old man club.
yeah.
You're now a man too.
we knew this already.
Oh, man.
Congrats.
So do you plan on celebrating with
Yeah.
family? Probably.
Yeah, we might just go to dinner or go up to our property and swim. That's about it.
I've made it very clear to my family that I don't give two shits about it. and that they should probably just leave me be.
I don't
Well,
understand the celebrating part. It's like, what are you celebrating? You're celebrating that I made it one more day compared to yesterday? What's the difference? Or are you celebrating that I am 1 year closer to death?
That sounds nice.
I think their sentiments are more along the lines of "We're glad you were born back then."
Happy birthday! You're 1 year closer to your death. Yay!
And I'm like, my sentiments are, I'm not really sure.
Online, it says there's an opportunity for your friends and family to come together and congratulate you surviving another year. Yay!
Hooray!
The time to celebrate, reflect, and give thanks.
Thanks to what?
Birthday signifies your beginning and the joy of life. Yeah, I don't know.
What joy?
I don't know.
Life is pain.
I would be.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a parent.
I'm
so I
gonna
don't
cut
have a
myself
kid,
on
so I don't-
podcast.
I forget
dear.
Chip's birthday a lot. I'm like, oh yeah, it was back then. Sorry, Chip.
Wow. Great
I bet
parent.
he's fucking heartbroken.
Great parent
Wow.
hobo over here.
He gets spoiled anyway for
Wow.
any day.
Poor
Just
dog.
wow.
Right.
I bet Chip cuts himself because you don't fucking celebrate his birthday.
Oh, good.
Poor dog.
It's another call to PETA. You're losing
Oh,
that dog
please
somehow.
No, I
Peter
wouldn't
can suck it
have
for all I
to.
care.
PETA's evil.
Yeah, they take it
Anyways.
way too far.
Peter's fucking crazy.
I can tell you a news story.
Okay.
Wait, is this
You want?
related to birthday?
No.
Then let me just say this quickly.
Okay.
Birthday, yeah, you're celebrating your death, which is coming every year. But also, I feel just for me, after the point where I don't get gifts from people anymore, I don't care. So, just saying, because
Wow, you're a selfish little bitch, ain't you?
that's
I
exactly
mean,
what.
I agree with that
I mean, I
totally.
did-
Like,
If
what-
I'm not getting anything, why celebrate? What, I'm gonna spend money on a
Do you
stupid?
guys get things for your birthdays?
Yeah,
No.
No,
I
not
do.
anymore. What do you
I
get?
still do.
Well, I mean, usually money because they'll give me a card or
Yeah, same here.
just something nice that's little. I mean, I don't want anything crazy. You know.
For me,
It's
it's
my
either money or
birthday.
gift
We do
card.
Expect
that.
a
I do
card
that
from
with.
you.
I do that to them too. I don't even know where you live. Like, I'll send you an internet card.
Better
I'm
have
gonna-
internet monies in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Send-
saying.
Send him an Amazon gift card.
If you send me a card without money, you might as well send me
5
trash.
cents.
You're just cluttering my trash can. Thanks.
Ooh, I got a question though. Do you guys like birthday cake or
No.
not? I don't like birthday cake. I like ice cream cake.
I'm
Not a
not.
fan.
I'm not huge into sweets.
If
Yeah.
if I do have a cake for my birthday or anything like that, it's normally a cheesecake.
Ooh, cheesecake's good.
Because
That's really good.
I hate fucking birthday cakes.
Does
Yeah.
it have money in it?
Especially
Yeah.
just eat
Actually,
the
you
bunny
eat it.
with the crack on it.
Oh,
Mm.
wait, what? There's crack on it.
On the
Crack on
money in the
everything.
cake.
I
Ooh.
love this.
Yeah, you sniff your crack with your dollar bill and stick it in a stripper's ass, and then tell your great grandkids what you used to do with that dollar bill.
Oh, good.
And that dollar bill goes from the stripper's ass to her drug dealer, and then he buys, I don't know, 50-inch wheels with it, and
No,
then
he-
it somehow gets back to you.
He snorts some fucking coke with it and then sticks it in another stripper's ass, and it just keeps going down the line. Once it
Yeah,
It
met,
really
eventually it's
making me
back to
want to
normal
not touch
people
my
who
money.
aren't doing drugs.
yeah, somehow it gets to the bank, and then some like 80-year-old lady goes in there to the bank and pulls out like $50 and gets a bill that fucking has cocaine residue on it, and she gets arrested for having drugs.
You know there's poop on those.
I really don't want to touch my cash anymore.
Same. Let's let
Ruined
cash
it
die
for me.
because it's disgusting.
Yeah, you ruined something for
You
Dipsy.
know
what
what
kind of
weird
disease
people in the
am I gonna
United
get when I
States are?
touch-
Well, that's why bank tellers wear gloves.
Because
Huh.
money
They don't
has
want to touch
know.
that crap on it.
money has all types of fucking feces and drugs on it.
Here, I'm gonna
True.
look up some statistics.
You don't know what somebody does with it.
How many people die from money?
Not many.
Top 10 things you didn't know about money. Here we go.
No.
We're done with the money thing.
Oh.
It's dead. Let it
Oh,
die,
gosh.
hobo.
We're going on to this new segment that you have now.
Oh, mine?
Yeah, and then after that, if JV wants to bring anything up, if not, then we
Okay.
can go to the
I
games.
say I have a fun fact, and then also, so a person in, I think it was Seattle, was pulled over. Well, they're actually on the side of the road because they were playing Pokemon Go with 8 different phones, and I have a picture.
Oh yeah, I read about that.
Is that
But,
even
like-
looking stupid?
But why?
Yeah, that
Pokemon
game's
Go
totally
still a
dead.
thing?
And why
Yep,
with 8 phones
barely.
though? Like, what is that gonna get you?
He really
Or-
wants that Charmander.
And then how much money is he spending? Like on the wasn't it like Pokeballs cost money now or something?
I wouldn't.
That you
know.
can
Oh, you can still get them from
microtransactions since the
Pokestops,
beginning.
but
I don't play mobile games.
Mobile games are always terrible and have
Garbage.
microtransactions.
last time I played Pokemon Go was over a year ago.
I know. I don't even have it on my phone anymore.
They're not even all the same phone. This disgusts me.
Why
Wait,
didn't they all have iPhone X's?
hold
You know,
on.
$1,000 phones.
Hold on. There's video games on a cell phone?
Yes,
The
Yeah.
fuck is this?
they're not good.
Yeah, no, when they
Quit.
mentioned crossplay for COD,
Quit.
mobile was part of
What?
that.
Crossplay with phones. Just kidding.
Modern
PUBG's
Warfare.
on your
phones.
phone.
Fortni's on phones, I think.
PUBG
Yes,
2.
it is. And that actually is
I
crossplay.
said that, JV. Listen to people. God, we can't
You're
do
cutting
raids
out
with
on me
JV.
sometimes. I can't hear you all the time.
We can't do raids with JV. He doesn't listen to anything.
Gosh.
JV, go stand on that platform. Am I
No.
supposed to stand
He
on this
just-
platform?
He's just standing in like something that's killing him.
It's like I said, I don't
like,
hear
we told
Travis all
you
the
that
time. He
kills
cuts out
you.
on me a lot.
But you ignore other people too.
No.
It's
You
fine. It's
do.
fine. Move on.
Shut up,
You want to
Dempsey.
hear a gross fact?
What?
No.
Oh my god.
What? What'd you say? Gross.
Or a weird fact? Yeah,
Is it gross or weird?
both.
Bring it up. Who cares?
Okay.
Huh?
Bring it up. Who cares?
If I
Oh.
throw up, I'm suing.
It's
Unless it's about that
There's-
dog that was pulling his penis at your job.
no.
Nobody needs.
Please don't bring that up ever.
You already did.
Okay, well, let's drop it.
Oh man. Okay. There's a parasite that exists that destroys the
Okay.
tongue of fish and replaces its tongue with its own body. Isn't that creepy?
There's a parasite that does what?
It'll
just-
destroy a fish's tongue and replace the tongue.
Yeah. It
I-
enters
I
the
saw
fish
that.
through its gills and attaches it to its tongue. And then it severs the blooded vessels connecting the tongue, and it then which it falls off and then attaches itself to the stub that's left, taking the food consumption from that point forward.
Thank you for that.
I'm glad I'm not a fucking fish.
I wish I didn't hear that.
That's
Although if I was a fish, I probably would have died a few, like 10,
Oh boy.
15 years ago. That might have been nice.
For all you people who eat fish, there you go.
Good thing I don't like.
Nobody eats fish tongue.
what you got on your plate there. A nice piece of fish tongue.
Oh,
then-
that one's actually a parasite.
Oh shit.
It'll replace your tongue.
Mom, you're eating a parasite.
And that's how the human race ends. They all have parasite tongues.
Wow.
All right, let's make a video game about that.
No.
Parasite? A video game called Parasite Tongue.
Are
You're-
you the human or the parasite?
You're the parasite.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
your goal is to take over the world.
I'm
You
all
start in
about
the
it.
water with
You-
fish.
You're like the brain slugs from fucking Futurama. You gotta take over somebody of power and fucking make them do stupid shit.
Oh my, that explains so much about what's happening right now in the world. Anyway.
You thought his hairdo was fucking his hair? That's a fucking brain slug. Wow.
No.
I can bring more fun facts that aren't gross too. If you want.
Oh, dear.
Nah.
How about
Let's
next time?
go-
Yeah, let's do next time. Now we're gonna go into the favorite games. And since this was Dempsey's idea, you start us off, Dempsey.
Wait,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
we go to the favorite games already?
Yeah.
Go, Dempsey, go.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
Are you prepared or not, Dempsey?
I am. I was trying to think of something. Anyways, my favorite game's Rainbow Six Siege. Always has been since 2015.
But why?
Yeah, boy.
You know, I don't really know. I just, out of every game I've played, I love it the most,
Okay.
and I can keep playing. It was COD up until I got Siege.
Okay.
Hmm.
What it is exactly that makes me like it that much, I don't. Least favorite's kind of hard to say. I can't say I've played a game that I've hated. Because I don't. Oh, you know what? Fortnite. Game's trash.
I like it.
Very through.
Good.
Who wants to
I
go
was
next?
thinking PUBG, but honestly, when we mess around, it's pretty fun.
PUBG's great if we're
Alright.
just fucking around.
Favorite game? Obviously, Fortnite.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I knew it.
Obviously, favorite like current modern ongoing game would be Destiny 2. But overall, it's hard to even say because back in the day, Modern Warfare 2 was a huge thing. Did it all the time. It was a great game. Then you can go further back to older games like Super Smash Bros. Melee. That was another game I did all the fucking time. Old Zelda games, old Mario games, so on. It's hard to say a favorite game. All the old Pokemon games. So I'm not gonna say a favorite game. We'll just
But
say
in terms
like
of currently, it is
current Destiny, especially with Shadow Keep coming.
Okay.
reasonable.
I like it.
I do also Siege is up there, but it's just not as up there.
I'm happy to hear that.
Least favorite. I mean, I could say Fortnite too. I could say Apex. Fuck, I'm trying to think. Back.
I love Battle Royale.
Terrible games. H1Z1 eventually became like the worst game I ever played when it had all those fucking hackers. Yeah, that's it. H1Z1 at its peak hacker. And
We
where
really don't like Battle Royales.
yeah.
All right.
I don't know my least yet. I'm still thinking. One of my favorites in general, I would say, is like my farming games like Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, things like that. Just because they're so chill and I like to hoard animals.
Watch Hobo and Farming
noticed.
Simulator 2020.
But yeah, they just make me happy. I like to make a family in the game, you know, and it kills time. You can play it for hours and still enjoy it.
What a violent game, killing time.
But I also like Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. Those are
Oh, that's another good one.
yeah.
Hearts series.
So those are my top ones. The either farming or Kingdom Hearts type games. Is there
You're
anything my
clearly
least
one
favorite?
of those people that's gonna shoot up someplace, according to Trump.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You play them violent games. You're gonna do
She
something.
said she was killing time.
Oh.
Whoa, that's next level.
Da, da, da. I say I like this game, but I hate it because it makes me angry when I play it. Cuphead.
Yeah.
It makes me so angry.
So Cuphead's your most least favorite
Least
game?
favorite- I'm gonna say because I won't want to say Fortnite because everyone else has said that, and I don't know if it's.
No,
I
you
hate
can.
it that
No,
much.
by all means, please say.
But I
it.
don't think I even hate it like you guys do. So
Get out.
I didn't play it enough to really get to hate it.
But
I
I'm
played
gonna
like
go
one
with
match.
Cuphead. I love the game. Watching it, playing it, I hate it.
Rage-inducing game there.
There.
Rage inducing.
Jiv.
The only Jiv gamer.
If I would say most favorite game for me, I'm doubting a little bit. At the moment, for me, it's Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. Mostly because of the storyline. And I've been a Wolfenstein fan since the first Wolfenstein game.
Nice.
Interesting.
Played all the games. I even got the new one.
Yeah.
What is that?
It came out last
Youngblood?
month.
Is that Youngblood? I forgot the name.
Yep, Youngblood.
Is that good?
I've heard bad things about that.
Yeah, that's kind
Well,
of
I'm
what
currently still playing the New Colossus, so I haven't played it yet. When I
okay.
finish the New Colossus, I'm gonna play it.
Gotcha.
Basically, in the New Colossus, you play with the daughters of BJ Blazkowicz, the main
Yeah.
character of the previous games. If I would say, well, I don't really have a most hated game, but most disliked for me would be Resident Evil 7, just because it didn't give me the feeling a Resident Evil game should.
Yeah.
It was more
In terms
of a
of-
survival game than an adventure game, because Resident Evil is usually that you adventure throughout the game. You shoot some zombies, you solve some puzzles, and you finish the game. Resident Evil 7 was only shooting, and survivaling, and that's it. It just didn't feel like a Resident Evil game at all. And that just annoyed me.
I haven't played any of them. I've seen someone play a few of them, and they're scary.
Yeah,
So far, I played all of them.
you should play one in the dark.
I will make turkey noises the entire time.
Bobo, you should play Alone in the Dark.
Oh, no.
Outlast 2.
Oh,
Wait, is Alone in the Dark a game, or is that what you want me to do?
No,
It's a
it's a game. Alone in the Dark.
Oh.
You should play that.
But also play it while you're alone in the dark.
Yes, and
the first 3 games were for DOS, I think, or Windows 95. They were really old.
you think fucking Resident Evil is scary? Fucking play one of them. You'll fucking shit yourself.
I'll cry.
Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare. Holy crap! Woo!
You'll fucking shit yourself.
That almost made me shit my pants. God damn!
That'd be rough just seeing.
You got a lot of jump scares in those games.
Just start crying.
The first 5 minutes of her playing it, she's on the floor, fucking rolling around,
There's not even a
crying.
jump scare
Probably.
yet. There was just like
She
a
hasn't left
lightning
like
bolt.
the first area.
No jump scares, just
She hasn't
music
moved.
playing. It's just the fucking music to the menu
Immediately
playing.
paralyzed by fear.
10 minutes in, I want my mommy.
Uh,
She
All
still
on that
hasn't
note,
moved.
though, does anyone remember like what game really got you into gaming, or
well,
what your
I-
first game is?
let me go through my games first.
Animal
fuck, yeah.
Crossing.
No
Hold
one
on,
cares
hold on,
about
hold
your
on.
games stores. Get out of here.
Yeah, let
Let me get through my games and we can go to that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
See, my favorite game would probably be Gran Turismo 2.
I
Just-
wasn't
Okay.
expecting that.
Just because I fucking love racing games. And
Good racing game.
that fucking game, I put probably a good 3,000 hours of fucking time into it.
Same here.
But for fucking like first person shooters and stuff, I would have to say my favorite of all time is Call of Duty Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Modern Warfare 2 was right there with it, but Black Ops is what really gave me my fucking break in gaming and all that shit.
All right.
My most hated or least favorited game, however you want to say it. I have it as most fucking hated game because I fucking hate the damn thing. Is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. That fucking
Wow.
piece of shit game. They fucking put that thing out and it just fucking killed COD. They should have never done that.
Yep. I agree
You
100%.
shouldn't have done that there, boy.
Fucking 4 goddamn years of trash fucking COD and you still haven't came back from it. I hope they are happy with what they done. They lost 3/4 of their fucking player base because of that shit.
I think I stopped before that game. But
Yeah.
It probably would have, if I played it, it probably would have made me drop it off.
Futuristic
Sounds kinda
fucking
way.
jumping around. You'd aim at someone, and next thing you know, they're 30 feet in the fucking air.
The jetpacks
You're
were
like,
so funny
what the
in that one.
fuck?
Like those ones didn't move forward, but you'd go so high up.
I mean, the exosuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, the exosuits were crazy.
You'd be on the ground, and
I
next thing you
hated
know, you
those.
could jump and be above a building. Be like, what's over on that side of the building?
First
over
caught
here? What's
you
over
actually
there?
hit like a roof in the game. Like what the fuck?
So fucking stupid.
It's our balls.
And exo zombies.
Oh god, don't get me started about that.
Still better
That was
than Ghost
bullshit.
is Alien mode. Huh.
Oh.
I don't like that at all.
Ugh.
I
Horrible
agree
attempted
totally.
zombie.
And I don't know what you're talking about, but I agree.
Okay, so what was the question you asked, MC?
What was the game that got you into like really got you into game,
Hmm.
or your first game?
It's a game
Unless
that
they're
got
like-
me like into games beyond just like kind of fuck around in this for fun sometimes. Probably be like Halo 1.
Ooh,
Ooh. I remember
Good
those
name.
days.
The game.
I'm so excited for Combat Evolved.
We-
The game that
Oh,
got
the release for the PC, you mean?
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You want both of them, Dipsy? You want the game that got me into it, or the first game I ever played?
Oh,
I'd like both if you can remember your
I
first one.
fucking can't remember my first game.
Yeah, I know that one.
First game I ever played was fucking Mario.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo.
That was also
for me.
my first game.
The game that got me into playing all games would have been fucking Sonic.
Really?
Alright.
But the game
Sonic.
the game that got me into first person shooters was Soapcom.
Hmm.
I played the first Soapcom. I loved it so damn much. Then I played the original Call of Duty after that, and it just fucking took off from that point.
Yeah.
And he flew away.
Alright.
I almost went pro playing COD because of all of it.
Alright.
I was almost a pro Black Ops player.
No, he.
And then shit happened and I quit playing video games.
Well.
Hobo.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Mine is honestly the first game I ever started playing was the Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo because my brother gave me his system, and so I would just play it for hours with my friends and stuff. And then from there it was the GameCube. My friend had one, and I'd sit there watch her play Zelda, Animal Crossing, all these games for hours, and just like watch her play until I finally got one.
Yep.
First person shooters, Black Ops, I think was the first one on the PS3 is when I really started playing games like that. Yep.
Alright.
Jiv.
Well, for me, it also started with Super Mario World and Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. Those were the first games I played with my older brother. And then I saw him play Zelda on the Super Nintendo, and from there on, I started playing more and more video games. Zelda was actually the one that got me into more video games.
Which one?
Link to the Past.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
played it
that's
so
kinda-
many times.
Yeah, that's getting to be kind of weird. Like, or I find that weird to think about. Like, for all of us, and probably most of the people in our gaming community here,
Yeah.
like their first games would be like Mario, Sonic, Pokemon, Zelda, those
Mhm.
classics. But like now, what's it gonna be like Fortnite and stuff? That's horrible. And they won't know about the past games eventually, which is sad.
Right?
Yeah.
It's really sad.
8-9-year-old kids right now getting into gaming. Fucking
It's
first
Fortnite,
game they play is fucking Fortnite.
because it's free and accessible.
It's like, don't play
Yeah,
that
shit,
garbage.
It's just I find it weird, and I don't like it.
No, you're weird.
We all gotta start somewhere.
Dang. Yeah, so the parents should buy them an old console and
The
give
only
them
thing-
an old game.
Only thing we can hope for is that gaming starts to take a turn for the better and go back to what games should be.
Less frames.
Oh, fuck that.
No, but
Get the
That's
hell
not
out
what
of
we
here with
mean.
that.
everything pixelated.
No.
8-bit. Give me fucking.
8-bit.
Give me Siege in 8-bit. Do it.
Ew.
I've got to peek around this corner somehow.
Oh god, imagine Siege in 8-bit. Holy shit.
Peek around the corner and be like, what the fuck is this square?
Just see a
Is that a
line.
person? Oh wait, it's a garbage can.
Awful. It's awful.
What is this thing over here? Oh, it's myself. What the fuck?
Oh god.
Ay.
Imagine those bullets shooting from.
I feel like we're also like there's not enough games that are like just kind of story based games. They don't have
We need more
even a
good story
PvP.
single player games.
Yeah,
I like some Life is Strange.
Borderlands 3 is coming out. I'm excited about that. But
I haven't
games like
played the-
that are like Fallout games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to play the Borderlands games. I played a few, like not on my own, but with friends.
I love those games.
But they were fun when I did play them. It's been a while.
They're fun. They're a good
I'm
fucking
excited.
time.
Yep.
The Last of Us 2 next year.
Is that like a PlayStation exclusive?
I think so.
That's why I didn't play it.
Anyways, back to the thing. Whatever we were doing. Travis or me, whichever wants to go
What?
first. You're
I went first.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I went first. It's your turn.
Oh. my
God damn it,
mistake.
Dempsey.
Pay
Sorry.
attention.
God.
Turn it into JV here.
Screw you, Travis.
Insulting two at once. That's how I do it.
Then turned
Then
into
again,
a
he wasn't
jiv.
wrong, so damn it.
My first game, it was Sonic. Yeah, Sonic on Nintendo 64. But and Pokemon. I was a huge Pokemon fan, still am, and can't wait for the next game. But
Same here.
Pokemon.
what really got me into gaming was probably Modern Warfare 3. After I played that, it was just I started buying tons of more graphic games and couldn't stop playing them. And now
Just
I'm here.
talking about anime board games.
No, hey,
That's what means by graphic.
whoa, that was later.
Poor little kids.
Yeah, then I discovered Doki Doki and it went
Oh
downhill
my
from there.
god. Never played Doki Doki. Not even once.
You should
Yep.
try it for 10 hours. It's a
The
10
more
hour
I
game.
think
I
about
promise
it,
you.
the more I think about it, I think my first games probably it was some form of Mario on the Game Boy Color, because that was the first system I ever had was a Game Boy Color system with quotation marks.
Yeah.
Then I
I
got
had Game Boy
Pokemons
too.
on that, and whatever else you could fucking get on it. I miss my Game Boy Color. Big ass
Yeah.
brick.
I miss my PlayStation
No.
1.
Did you? Any of you
Well,
guys
it wasn't
have
that
a
big.
Nintendo?
The original game was bigger.
What'd you say?
Did
Hova?
any of you guys have like the Wii or the DS or?
Yeah,
I think everybody had the Wii.
I had a
had the
DS
Wii.
and a Wii.
The
I
Wii
had it at some
sounded
point,
exciting,
but my
and then
Wii
it
broke
wasn't.
The
only good thing that ever came-
it.
The only good thing that ever came out on Wii was Wii Sports. Just fucking
Yeah.
playing.
That was fun.
No, I had a good Dragon Ball game on there. That was, and also Wii Music. Come on, best music
Yes,
on
the,
this planet.
the fucking Wii create a character menu music.
The thing that needs
Oh,
to be in
God.
every elevator and lobby on this planet.
Fucking great.
Da, da, da.
It's like gonna be the sign off music for the podcast.
Oh, great.
We're gonna
But,
get fucking copyright strikes.
Just one last thing quickly. What game is everyone looking forward to most in the
Well,
future?
But JV still hasn't gone if he had anything he wanted to bring up.
I think he's
Well, Travis was just talking about his Game Boy Color, and I've recently found out that there are 3 console mods, well, 3 backlight screen mods for the Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
So people that still have a Game Boy Color like I do,
I don't.
now is the time to buy a backlight screen if you're interested in that.
I just tape
Yeah.
a flashlight to my head.
Well, you can do that.
Uh,
One of the 3 only ships within the US that I know of. That is, I believe, the McWill, if I'm not mistaken. And you also have one from Midwest Embedded. And that one does ship internationally. And there's the Freckle mod from Ben Ven. That ships from Australia and he ships worldwide. That's the one I have. And it works perfectly fine. Pretty good backlit screen
Nice.
for the Game Boy Color.
Fucking gangster. I remember that being a problem. God, kids are never gonna have to deal with that being a fucking problem.
Yeah. It took a while for them to come out with these screens, although a couple of years ago there was a guy that created backlit screens, but he stopped making them because he got ill. And he wasn't able to make them anymore because of his illness. I know he's not alive anymore because he died about 2 years ago. But it was a shame, but if you find a Game Boy Color online on eBay with his backlit screen in it, then you gotta pay a lot of money.
So don't.
Yeah, I don't recommend it. These mods are way cheaper. The one I have was around 60 euros for me. The other 2 are around the same price.
Duct tape and a flashlight are cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah, but it doesn't really help all that much. These are pretty good backlit screens, and they're pretty easy to install.
Yeah, that sounds.
The one
I
I have
probably
doesn't
want to do
include,
that.
doesn't require any soldering. The other 2 do have some soldering. This one doesn't.
Yeah, if I had a Game Boy, an old Game Boy, I'd probably do that just because, like, I think the only time I would actually play it would be before falling asleep in my bed.
Yeah, same.
So
I'm
I
just glad I
would
kept my Game Boy Color around.
I don't have that much foresight.
Yeah,
I'm
me
sure
neither.
they're.
But I just kept it.
fun,
It still
fun.
works.
I lose everything that I like.
Wish I still had my Nintendo 64.
I still have mine.
Wish I still had my PlayStation.
Super Nintendo.
I wish I kept all my old console.
Yeah.
Fuck, console.
Consoles.
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 What is wrong with my English?
For a moment, I
I'm
thought he said
sorry.
condoms. I was like, what?
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
I
I'd love
always
to
say
keep
my
my
old
old
condoms.
ones.
The ones that he's never used.
Dang.
Those expired, Dempsey. They're just gonna crumble.
Yes, them in an item frame.
Pro tennis struts there.
My dad got me this for my 18th birthday. I put
He's
it in a
very
frame.
disappointed that I haven't taken it out of the box yet.
The one that got away.
You know, I feel
Oh,
bad for
God.
the kids nowadays. They don't know the fucking joy and pain of playing any game that was on a fucking cartridge.
Yeah,
Yeah, blow it
good
out.
old days.
Blow
They
on
also-
that.
They don't even have blowing skills anymore.
The simple fact that you knew how to blow perfectly in a cartridge to make it work. You had to sweet talk the game just to get it to work.
You had
Yeah.
to tickle it in all the right places.
Especially in the first Nintendo. Holy crap.
Sit there and just have to wiggle it around just right. Use your finger at the right spot.
It taught a lot of valuable life skills that are rated R for restricted.
Oh, good. This podcast is rated R.
Those skills have now been redacted.
Dang.
Gave us
Uh,
lots of skills and
Like this stream. Redacted.
I'll
Yep,
never
we're just
be
gonna
redacted.
fucking put a big ass beep over this whole thing.
Put in the description. Sorry, the government redacted this.
Yep.
It gave away too much information of the future.
And that's how we're
Frogs.
gonna get. That's how we're gonna get. People are gonna be like, "Wonder what they said." They're gonna tune in for the next one, even though we didn't say anything. They don't know that because it's all beeped over. Right? This is all beeped over. No one
Yeah,
can hear what I'm saying.
It will be. Don't worry about it.
All right, what was your question, MC?
Who are you?
Oh,
Anyways, what game is everyone most excited for in the future?
Animal
Hmm.
Crossing on the Switch.
Who's
Next
next?
year.
The new Pokemon game.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Anyways,
Yeah.
MC gets hard on when he hears Pokemon.
I
It was more
really
than a
want to
hard-on,
play
he
that
just orgasmed.
Pokemon game.
Yeah,
I'm
same here.
I'm
I'm really excited for it.
I'm really
I
excited.
don't know. There's the Halo coming out. There's Borderlands coming out. There, I mean, Shadowkeep's not a game technically, but it's a big, huge expansion and change. There's a lot coming out that I'm excited about. I'm not gonna narrow it down. Just all of it. I just want it all. Get in my belly content.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll get in your belly.
You're not content.
Sadly for me, I don't get excited for games anymore. Been burnt too many times by developers lying about what they're actually
That's
gonna
why
put
you
out.
play farming games.
Okay, but you're looking forward to COD a little.
I'm looking forward to what it could be, but I have my expectations of what I know it's gonna be.
Yep.
It's gonna be fucking great because it's modern warfare, but at the same time it's gonna be complete fucking shit because it's gonna have microtransactions in it. People are gonna fucking destroy lobbies like fucking nobody's business because of the fucking kill streaks again. You're gonna have nothing but whining and crying bitches in it because of it. So I'm looking forward to it coming out, but I'm not really looking forward to it.
You're
I
looking
think-
left to it.
I'm looking at it like it could be great, but I know what fucking Call of Duty is anymore.
Was anyone other than me?
You're the last one there, bud.
Okay.
Do.
I am looking forward towards the next Pokemon, COD, and Cyberpunk 2077
Nice.
because all those games look great.
Yeah, I'm also
But
looking
I am
forward to
kind
the
of
new
on the
Zelda.
fence, just like Forrest for COD.
You know damn well your computer cannot run Cyberpunk 2077. So don't even think about it.
I think I'll be fine.
You're gonna try it and it goes boom.
It'll be fine.
You could barely run Apex.
See, thing is, I did something to my laptop, and since then, it has been great in every game.
For now.
So
Uh-huh.
far.
Probably,
So
he
far.
probably hooked up his graphics card.
It's built. Did they send me my laptop without it being built in? I don't understand how that would work.
It was loose, like
Fucking your GPU chip on your motherboard was just like sitting on there sideways. Well, now I
Oh,
have to go
there
buy
was
a
just an
soldering
option.
tool.
There was just an option in the menus like to turn GPU on.
Turn
and it was
on
on
GPU.
off.
It's like, why is it default? Why is it default?
Why wouldn't it be? It's on Windows, isn't it?
You don't need it.
Windows is fucking stupid, so you can't ever
Yep.
trust that they're gonna have it set up right.
You can run
He's no wrong there.
everything off of your RAM. Every. Don't know how, but it will work.
You run everything off your PSU.
Off the
What?
power supply? What?
Yep.
The whole fucking thing's off the power supply? Who would have
Yep.
thunk?
Ooh.
It's like,
The
how is
power
this
runs my
computing
games.
anything? Like, what?
I have this $600 case, this $200 PSU. That's all I need, right? My entire computer setup's good, right?
Yeah.
Why the
Obviously.
fuck should you buy a $600 case?
You know, airflow. It's about the only way you can get it anymore, unless you want fucking just pure glass everywhere. You have to buy a fucking case that's just a frame that has nothing else to it. It's the only way you get airflow to your fucking shit anymore.
I just have someone blowing on my computer at all times.
Wow.
Cheaper.
Wow. You went out and paid a hooker just to blow your computer.
Like I heard you do blowjobs. My
Oh,
computer's
God.
really hot.
I wanted to say the exact same thing, but I just didn't say it.
Yeah. Well, you gotta learn to just say it. Just don't spray it.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
never
it doesn't
sprayed.
matter. We're not in the same room as you, so you can't spit on us.
Yeah,
It's just
that's all he's got to do.
See, that's rude.
Oh, sorry.
It's fucking rude.
Is there anything else anybody wants to bring up?
Potato.
Walruses.
Mm,
So no. Based on those responses.
I think we covered everything.
One random thing for games that just annoys me that I wanted to say
Okay.
because I saw it in
No.
COD. Why by default do games think that humans have lens flare eyes? Our eyes are not cameras, so why is this even an option? That's all I had to say. We can move on.
My eyes are cameras.
Well, if we're gonna go like with that, why does every development team put a game out and believe that everyone has like no fucking hearing? Why does the games have to come in at fucking 10 billion percent
Why?
volume?
They're trying to confuse.
Yeah.
You start a
I
new
really
game
think
and
we
it's
see
fucking
everything in motion blur too.
Yeah, I was about to say that motion blur. Get rid of that.
Nothing blurs when I shake my head.
motion
back really
motion
quick.
blur in racing games. Perfect.
It works in a very select amount of games.
Motion
Like
blur
in a-
in
in a-
racing. That's about all it works in.
In
Is
a
in
shooting
racing.
game, like I would have to be drunk and high to be like that.
I say by all means have it as a setting, but just stop putting this stuff as default.
Like in real life, walking around, the only way my vision's gonna look like that is if I'm fucked up.
I have lens flare, bloom, and motion blur in real life. What are you talking? Yeah, that just sounds like constant vomiting everywhere you go.
Exactly, you're gonna be really fucked up. You are gonna be vomiting everywhere you go.
The first fucking dev team that fucking thought about putting motion blur in a video game that wasn't
They
a
were high.
racing game. If the fuck like a first person shooter with motion blur, the first dev team had to be like, what can we do to completely fuck these people over? It's the only thing that I can think of that would even want them to put something in like that.
Make it impossible to see your enemy while you're turning. Have to walk in straight lines.
Turn to the left. Who's over there? A black screen because we motion blurred you. We re-redacted your ass.
Rejected bitch.
Turn and end up in a different dimension because of motion blur.
But anyways, that's all I got.
The only other thing that I have, and I don't know if you guys really want to discuss it, is should pot be legal?
Yes, discussion over.
But why?
Before we wait,
What-
I was
Does
gonna-
it hurt
before we get
anyone to
into
make
that-
it legal? No. Make it legal.
No, I just go to the coffee shop to get my pot.
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't really affect me. I'm not gonna smoke it because I can't anyway. If I wanted to, if my job.
no,
But if it was legal, there wouldn't be any issue with
I think
it.
jobs could still be like, we
Yeah,
don't want
I
you
mean,
doing it, but
yeah.
I can understand that, but they couldn't fire you over it if you done it on the weekend because
I
it's
don't
legal.
know.
It'd be like them firing you because you had a drink
But
over the
can they tell
weekend.
if you had it over the weekend in a test?
Well, yeah, you have 7 days that you can still piss positive for marijuana after doing it.
I think
but
there might be ways to put it in a contract where it's legal.
Yeah.
Them to be like, no, you can't do this. But that's beyond my knowledge. And shut the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
There is ways that they could make it, like certain jobs they could make it to where you couldn't do it, which is perfectly fine. But it's not like every job they could fire you because you had fucking, you smoked something that is now 100% legal. Like, if you done it on the weekend, it's not gonna, affect your work or anything fucking during the week if you're not doing it. It only lasts up to 12 hours depending on how much you fucking do.
Yeah, I don't know. There would have to be like certain rules around it. I
I don't
don't
think
really
we
know
could
what.
because we deal with controlled drugs and things like that, and I just think if they allowed you to do it, people might abuse it because people abuse everything where they're at, and could lead to a bad situation at work. I mean, at least mine. So I say if you worked at somewhere else, I don't know, certain place, I don't think it would really matter.
Well, that's not true. At work, yeah, but I feel like it's kind of your own fault if you took it on a work day. But
I mean, it's like you don't get drunk on a work day either.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So, like, what I'm saying is that from what I know, weed seems like one, it has a lot of medical use.
Oh, it has
So I don't
a
see why
shit
not.
ton of medical use.
But also, even just for your own enjoyment or whatever, it's not like it's extremely. I mean, I guess it might have a different effect on certain people, but it seems like it's kind of one of the weaker things. It's a depressant, isn't it?
Not really. The biggest the
I
biggest
mean-
effect that marijuana has on anybody is it makes them relaxed
Yeah, that's
and tired. But before they are tired, they get really fucking hungry.
I know some people that get super paranoid if they get high. I mean, but they just don't have to smoke it if that's the case.
Yeah, but
And it doesn't have any health detriments like drinking or smoking.
Yeah, that's what I'm
cigarettes
saying.
So
Yeah.
the THC and the shit can help fucking seizures and fucking
But it can't
a whole
just
bunch of
mean,
stuff.
like CBD oil or like the part where it doesn't actually make you high still help with your medical issues. Because I know there's one type of oil or medication, CBD, whatever, we can recommend to animals sometimes because people have done the tests, and because not a lot of people have done them for animals, but you can read and see what they've done to show what it can help with, like arthritis and blah 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 blah. But that doesn't make them high. You know what I mean?
For certain things, CBD, yes, but the seizures and stuff that it helps prevent, that's the THC that's helping.
Okay, but what the main point is that honestly, in terms of drugs and stuff or whatever, it's not really it's not that bad. Like, it's on the level of drinking, to a thing where if you do something bad while taking it, or if you can't handle it, it's kind of your own stupid fault.
Right.
it's better than
It's not
drinking
like-
because you're not gonna
Yeah,
go
it's-
overboard and kill yourself with it.
Yeah, it's not like crack cocaine. You're not. You're not
Oh.
gonna go do something crazy.
You're not gonna. There's alcohol poisoning with drinking,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
there's no kind of
The
weed poisoning.
the worst effect that you can have with weed is you get to the point where you're so fucking high, you terrify yourself when you look in the mirror. That's the
I do
worst
that
fucking.
sober.
That's the worst part that you could actually get to, fucking being high, or
Who's that?
you think every part of your body fucking weighs 1,000 times what it actually weighs because you can't move it because you're so fucking relaxed.
So I'm just kind
Or-
of thinking.
Or like Travis said, there's a few people out there. There's 1% of people that fucking do marijuana that actually fucking get freaked the fuck out when they get super high. But what are they gonna do? They normally sit there and do absolutely nothing because they're terrified to go anywhere. James is one of
They're
them.
one of the people that should probably stop.
Yeah,
they
James is
probably
one of
won't
them
do
that
it.
fucking do that shit. He gets
So-
fucking high. He fucking thinks everything's out to get him.
So all I'm saying is, if drinking is legal, I don't see the issue with weed. I don't know what the big scare is, but that's just my opinion.
The-
Doesn't affect me because I still won't do it either way.
The major scare is if it becomes legal, they're terrified that people are gonna be driving around doing the shit because it's legal.
It's but drink. Oh, I guess but okay.
And
don't do drugs and
All I
drive.
know is-
Simple.
Okay, don't drink
That's
and
already a
drive.
rule. Yeah, exactly.
Don't
That's what I'm
drink and
saying.
drive,
It's the
but
same.
people still do it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So the same rules apply.
Although drinking and driving is way more dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. No matter how you look at it, weed's pretty much better than drinking.
Yep.
So I mean, if they don't like it, then drinking should be banned. But if they do that,
Hey,
we're
you
just
shut
gonna
your
have
whore
enough-
mouth.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
You take that. No,
Wait.
I'm cutting that shit the fuck out through the edit.
You
That,
can't
that's
take
being
that
cut
from
out.
me. That's how I want to die. At 30.
You have two full-blown fucking alcoholics in here. You can't be talking about taking drinking away from us.
That's how I want to live and die.
If you
Okay?
do that, Dempsey, I'll kill you.
It's not me. I don't want to get rid of
You suggest.
You heard it here, folks. Dempsey wants to get rid of alcohol.
it. Whoa.
No, it's okay. The United States tried prohibition. It didn't work.
That's what I was gonna say. We're just gonna have another one.
We already have that with pot and all drugs. It doesn't matter. The government, at least over here, the government could fucking tax the shit if they made it legal, and think about how much money they could make off of that.
And how many people wouldn't be going to prison for stupid little things like that?
Exactly. Our prison system would be like fucking completely empty.
Be great.
There would be like 6 people in a fucking prison that could hold 6,000, and they'd just be
And
sitting there
certain
going,
major
"What the fuck?"
Political issues that happened in a prison recently probably wouldn't have happened because they wouldn't have guards who were completely overworked.
Yep. And with our current
Slave.
fucking president that's in there, that may also be in there for another 4 years, if it was legal, everybody would like him more because everybody be high as a fucking kite.
And plus, he probably gets
Oh my
really
God.
like good when he's on weed. Like
No.
suddenly his speeches
No.
make a lot of sense.
No, he would make a lot more sense to everybody that was high as a kite because they wouldn't have a fucking clue what he's talking about. They'd just be like, "I like it. I don't know
feel
what
like we
he's
would get
doing."
Fatter. With the munchies.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No,
These
but-
I don't really care. One thing I do say, Boston, I believe it's legal for 21 and but when we were like in a shopping area, like an outdoor shopping area, it smelled so bad because everyone was smoking weed.
I mean, I think
That
that
is
is
still-
regulated to where it's like, because you can't just
Like a
drink outside
cigarette.
all the time.
Yeah, like a cigarette. You have certain areas where you do it.
Oh, that stuff
Probably.
travels.
No travel.
Don't go to fucking Vegas. That shit's all over in Vegas if you don't like the smell of it.
It smells like skunk. I don't. But I mean, again, I don't really care. It doesn't affect me.
You're lighting
Then
a
I'm not gonna
plant
smoke
on
it, even if
fire,
it
so.
was.
So overall, I think I don't see the issue. Whatever.
Well, I see the issue, but I don't understand the fucking fact of just not making it legal and see what happens. What's the worst, you fucking make it legal for a few months and see what happens, and if nothing fucking bad happens, it stays. If fucking shit goes sideways super quick, make the shit illegal again. It's the government, they can do that. They've done it before with things.
Watch. Gun violence reduces 75%.
Yeah, because everybody
Weed.
everybody will be sitting on their couch going, I could go shoot up some things, but I have this entire blunt in front of me and this bag
Remember
of
the
chips.
And like, they're not fucking falling apart.
Yeah.
So, kind of already have examples that it's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who are we fighting with this?
What?
Yes.
You guys, exactly.
The
I
government.
think we're all. Oh, I was like, I think we all are. Like, don't really care if it is or isn't, or like if it is.
It's
We
just
as
it's
a people have a right to make this legal.
yeah, it's the simple fact that it's legal in California, Nevada, Colorado.
Whole other
Washington.
countries.
Yeah, there's only like few fucking states that it's legal, and it's like there's nothing over there that's happening that's horrible that is caused by weed.
Weeds causing the California fires.
I knew it.
No,
It wasn't.
It's because they don't rake the forest.
Of course.
I see. I thought
That's
it
what
was
the glorious
because
leader said.
Oh god.
I thought it was because that they were in a
What?
drought and it didn't rain fucking 3/4 of the year over there for them.
No,
That's
But
stupid.
if it's
the
the weed,
glorious leader
Dear
said
God.
that we didn't rake the forest enough, and
Did
that's
he
why-
actually? Did someone
It's
actually say
lasers.
that?
he suggested that they should rake the forest more.
Oh my!
you
gosh.
honestly saying that Trump said that?
Pretty sure he said that.
Wow, I gotta look that up. Holy shit! If he said that, he is the stupidest motherfucker.
I
Yep.
barely already
it
knew
takes so
that.
long.
Yeah, but there's some
And it makes
things.
no difference.
There's some things that he's actually said that make some sense. But if
Yeah,
he said that,
President Trump says raking forests can prevent wildfires.
Oh my god.
wow, no, it can't. You dumb fucking idiot.
Clearly, we need a rake.
Forest Row was on fire before raked.
Gosh.
I could see 600 people out in a forest raking a fucking like 6 square feet, going, "This ain't gonna catch on fire."
Everything around it.
And then a lightning strike hits a tree right in the middle of all of it that's been raked, and it's all on fire.
Mm.
The dead leaves cause this.
You know what causes forest fires? The forest. You should just get rid of them.
Yeah, get rid of all trees. They don't do anything for us.
Get rid of the forest.
When trees get angry, fires start. Get rid of trees. Clear. Stupid.
Trees are enemies of America.
You want it to quit raining and lightning quit pissing off God?
I watched Lord of the Rings. The Ents are not our friends.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
On that note,
Yeah, on that note, that was the podcast of idiots.
Was
Hooray.
Oh.
or else stupid.
Bye-bye.
Bye.